So I am a woman over 50, 53 to be exact, and I just recently started dating myself. What do I really mean by that? What I mean is that I am not married. I am dating someone exclusively, which just simply means that I am collecting the data. But I am also dating myself because I'm getting to know myself and the things that I like and that I don't like, which is weird because you would feel like at this age I would absolutely know what those things are. But here's what I will tell you, that this isn't a video about why I'm dating myself or dating someone. It's about why I decided to date myself. Let me try that again. This video is not about why I'm dating someone, because I am, right? Exclusively. We are collecting the data. We are a year and a half in, and in this video, I may or may not mention it more, but whatever. But more about why I've decided to date myself, okay? So for years, I feel like I've been waiting for someone else to create moments for me. And without oversharing, I was with someone for a very long time. And when I look back on that relationship, I can remember how I was the cruise director. I was the one that was always, coming up with the ideas of what to do, when to do, and how to do. And I just think that I'm at an age right now where, if I could be really honest, I don't want to keep doing that in relationships with other people. So, since I'm already the cruise director, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create beautiful moments for myself, okay? So, one of the things that I thought about was how I didn't start dating myself because I was feeling lonely. Because again, I just said that I am dating someone. We have been seeing each other for a little over a year and a half. As a matter of fact, I just got off the phone with him, and I laugh all the time because in the beginning, I could remember when I would talk about him and my whole face would get flushed. I don't know if it's happening right now, but I still get a little giddy when I think about this guy that I'm dating. He's just like so gentle, so kind, and all of the things. But I want to be clear, I'm dating myself because I realized that while I am collecting the data with him, I don't want to be waiting to have these other experiences. So, he and we currently have work schedules that consume our days. And sometimes it feels like we are in a long distance relationship. There are times where we're trying to figure out when one or two or three available days, hours, minutes. Oh my God, what is that? Wait a minute. Mm, I'm out here. See, this is what happened. I'm trying to like mind my business, get a little fresh air and the bugs. So anyway, I'm not waiting for life to slow down. I'm not waiting for he and I's relationship to look different in the sense of moving towards the next step. I'm not waiting for someday. And if you go back and you look at one of the first videos that I shared where I was like, someday when, or when this happens, then I'll do that. I'm not doing that. I realized I was putting, let me back up because I don't want to get choked up now that I've done rolled the windows up and it then got hot. I realized I was putting my joy on hold. And this is where, again, I'm in a relationship. I'm in a relationship with someone that I care about. I'm in a relationship where we are not just dating, but we're dating with the intent, if you know what I mean. I'm too old to be just hanging out with folks. I'm dating with the intent to be married, and he and I are having that conversation. I think the thing is that we are in different seasons of our lives because I am over 50 and he's a couple years younger than me. And with that comes the difference in our children's ages. So my kids are grown basically. My oldest she's off doing her thing, and my son is getting ready to enter his junior year in college. Well, the guy that I'm dating, he has a teenager and he has a 6-year old. He has a 6-year old. So that looks a little different. I'm just saying, it looks a little different. And so it made me realize that while he and I are together, there are some things that he's not always going to be available to do because of the season of life that we are both in. Okay. So again, I am pretty much an empty nester. I can come and go as I want to. He has teenage boys, and I'm a teenage boy and a 6-year old, and he's very, very active in their lives. Like, what woman doesn't want a black man to be active in his boys' lives? So let's just clap it up right there, okay? So don't come for me in the comments or even judging where you may be misreading what I'm saying. I celebrate that this man is working very hard. I celebrate that this man loves the Lord. I celebrate that this man is not an absent father in any kind of way. It just means that it creates a challenge in our schedule of how and when we're going to do some of the things. And so this was a part of why I started to date myself, and he's aware of it. So it's not like I'm cheating on him with myself. No, I am just not waiting for him to be available for me to do some of the things that I want to do when I want to do them. So it could be something as simple as me wanting to go to the movies or go out to eat or jump on a plane, and he just doesn't have the bandwidth or the margin to do it because of work schedule and responsibilities with his children. Well, it doesn't mean that he and I don't still continue to date. It just means that I'm not waiting, or I'm not putting my joy of these other things on hold. The other thing is that dating myself isn't, again, about me giving up on love, right? So what I'm saying is, like, I don't want y'all to mishear me, because I hope I'm not all over the place, because I'm trying to share my heart without oversharing. I'm learning I'm learning that while I'm dating this guy who is absolutely amazing, because we are in different seasons of our lives, it is okay for me to also enjoy my own company. And quite honestly, because he's healthy, he's not feeling intimidated by that. He actually encourages it. I've already said that I'm not postponing my joy. I'm learning that a healthy relationship shouldn't require me to stop living. Okay. Let me say that again. I'm learning that to be in this relationship with this guy, it requires me to be healthy. And a part of me being healthy is not delaying my joy or waiting to do different things because he and I are in a different season of our life. So I started asking myself this question: what would I do if I weren't waiting on anyone? Like, what would that look like for me? And as soon as I started asking that question, that's when I started to really romanticize that it is okay for me to tend to myself, to enjoy myself, to, to go to the coffee shop, to, take the trip, the overnight trip, to go down to the shore, to have a spa day, to go to the museum, to, call my girlfriends and be like, hey, and my girlfriends are all married. I'm like, hey, let's do a weekend getaway. Um, you know, I love going out into the public right now. And again, I'm learning how to use my DJI camera, whatever that my dad bought me. I'm not sitting around waiting, even though I'm gonna try to roll my windows down again. That bug is still over there. I'm just not waiting. Okay. I'm not waiting. I went back to school and I'm enjoying that. Now, what I will say is that I am very careful that I'm not filling my days with things for me because I'm trying to fill the void of he and I. Okay. I hope you caught that, right? I'm actually enjoying all of the things that I am choosing to do: coffee shops, new restaurants, girlfriend getaway, going down to the shore. This whole journaling thing with me now, I bought a Kodak disposable camera, or it will print out. Either way, I started a little passport for the summer, and I'm tracking all of the things that I'm doing on my own without him. And I love that for me. And so I don't know who I'm talking to right now. I don't know who's going to come back and watch this video. What I do know is that dating myself is helping me to also discover parts of me that I think I let fall asleep, quite honestly. I've learned what is bringing me peace. I am learning what is bringing me joy. I'm learning what is draining me. I am learning what excites me. I am being reminded of the things that I actually value, because again, I've gone on 30, 60, 90-day journeys, and I've always focused on my health, my finances, my relationships. And it's like you write these things down, but then when you look around, it's like, are you actually experiencing them? or you just dreaming of them. I'm not waiting for any of that. I'm not waiting for anyone to be available. I'm not even waiting for my girlfriends to be available, because even this last getaway that I did, I reversed the order. Before I would say, hey, y'all want to do X, Y, and Z? Now it's like, hey, I'm going to do this. You're welcome to join me if you like, which means like if they don't, I'm still going. You see what I'm saying? So again, I don't know where you are in life. I'm talking to this one woman who may be sitting in her car like me, or she may be in her bathroom. She may be looking in the mirror. She may be sitting at her desk, sitting in her office, and she's sitting around people, but somewhere her mind is drifting off and she's asking herself, what is it like to date me? What is it like to bring joy into my life? What is it like for me to not wait? What is it like for me to be fully awake at the age that we are at? We are women that are over 50. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that other women won't come back, because hopefully I'm paying my life forward right now to that younger woman who won't wait to get where I'm at. And all of a sudden you rediscover and you're actually just waking up to yourself. God has been meeting me in these moments. Let me take a breath, because I know that I am fearfully and I am wonderfully made. And I know that I am more than just being somebody's mom. I am more than being a ministry leader. I am more than being a coworker. I am more than being a teacher. I'm his daughter, and he cares about the things that concern me. And living a life that is worth living, I know is something that the Lord is speaking to me. He's saying, daughter, I love it. I love where this is going. I love how you're allowing yourself to feel. I love how you are acknowledging what you want, what you don't want. I love that you will recognize what gives you peace and what's draining you. I love how you are advocating for yourself. I love how you are sitting in this car right now and you're having this conversation with this camera in your face, and you're sharing your life with one other woman that is like, oh, I'm not alone in this. I'm not out here. I'm not out here trying to figure this out alone. Okay. So I will get in my car and I will take the scenic route, and I will turn on music, or I will listen to an audible book. I will take myself to breakfast. Yes, I will do that. Okay. I'm not waiting. And yes, I am still dating. I am exclusively dating a guy who cares and loves me, and we are pursuing more than just, oh, we hanging out. No, we're figuring it out. But in the meantime of while we're figuring it out, I'm not putting other things on hold, because our lives are at different intersections. So, you know, I'm on this journey. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you identify. Maybe even give me a word of encouragement, but stick with me. Because like I said, over these next 30 days, and I'm not expecting my life to completely turn around, but I'm taking a step, and I am fully showing up for me, for Lashay. And so if you're waiting for someone else to start living, I want to lovingly encourage you that your life is happening right now, not tomorrow, right now. Time is moving whether you take a step or you don't. So whether you want to go back to school, sorry y'all, I'm sweating and probably having a hot flash. um whether you want to go back to school, whether you want to take the Pilates class, whether you want to learn how to crochet, whether you want to go skydive, whatever it is, today's the day. Like, stop. What are you waiting for? If you want to take the trip, and as I'm saying this to you, I'm actually encouraging myself, because my birthday's coming up in November, and I have a ticket that if I don't use, it's going to expire. And guess what? We ain't about to let that happen. So we about to figure that out. And it is very possible that I'm going to take a trip by myself, and my guy, because he's healthy, he gonna be okay with that. Now, if he comes, great. If he doesn't, great. But I'm not waiting. And it's not because I don't want my ticket to expire. I'm just saying that I'm not waiting. I am currently rereading this book by Marshawn Evans Daniels, Believing Bigger, with my lady friends. And I just feel alive. I feel alive. I am coming alive. And I don't care what people think about how I'm showing up. And I don't mean flippantly. I'm just saying I'm going to do what brings me joy. I'm not waiting. So I am dating myself as a 53-year-old woman. I didn't think I would be here. I did not think that I would be here. Like I said, I was in a relationship for a really, 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 really long time. And that video may come. But right now, I'm just trying to encourage someone to go buy yourself flowers. I've been talking about Trader Joe's. They got the best fresh flowers that I know of, or if you go to the market. So if you want to take the class, go on, honey, go on and take the class. Go on and take it. I have multiple degrees. I was a school teacher, school administrator. God called me into full-time ministry. I've always wanted to go back to school, was trying to figure out where the money was going to come from. Found myself saying the thing, oh, I'm going to wait until my son graduates. Nope. I just went back to school. I'm pursuing my marriage and family therapy license, and I pray that I can pay that forward in the ministry space that I'm in. I love helping people. Um, you know, I'm just grateful. I'm so grateful. If there's a hobby that you want to learn, go ahead and learn it, honey. Your joy does not have to wait for someone else to be available. You are more than enough. Love yourself. Love being with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, even in that, maybe I'll come back and share a video of what it's like for me to be living on my own for the first time in my life. I've always had my children in the home with me. And the year that my son left for college, I ended up spending that month, that year, with my parents. So this is my first year complete. This is August, that I've actually lived on my own, and I'm learning to love and enjoy my own company. So leave me a comment. Let me know if I'm encouraging you to just wake up, to enjoy your life, to stop waiting. What is one thing that you've been waiting to do with someone else, and you're just like, no, honey, you have encouraged me. I'm going to go ahead and do it this month. Leave me a comment. Leave me a comment and let me know what you're going to do the month of August 2026 for yourself. Okay. Now, if this message resonated with you in any kind of way, stick with me. Stick with me, honey. Stick with me. I'm hot right now, but stick with me because I'm going to continue this journey and I'm paying my life forward for one other woman. Again, one other woman who is my age, who's sitting and waiting and saying, wow, this feels really good to know that I'm not alone, that there is someone out there who is like, I ain't waiting. No, honey. Joy, 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 joy. Take care of your health, drink your water, go to bed, watch the movie. Yes, pop the popcorn. Yes, do the thing. All right. Come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. All right. I'll see you.